hits like a thunder's roar. Rubber burns and the engine soars. Rev bomb rides with a wild man's pride. The world can't keep up no matter how it tries. Rev bomb's motorbikes got a heart of steel. Wheels spinning faster than the fear we feel. Lights flash like fire in the dead of night. He's a rebel on wheels chasing freedom's light.
Back again all, and we're out on our second test ride of the Friday. Look, the sun has finally come out. It's warming up. Hooray! I can have a warmer ride this morning. Before we do that though, let's have a look at this R66 standard. So this is a normal R66. They come as a plus and as an S, but this is a straight R66. 2179 this is, plus you're on the road fees. But get a look at the colour. They've got a new colour out. It's called Ivory. It's a very off-white, and that is absolutely bloody gorgeous. I really like this bike. So, they come in a load of different colours, but this one is the new Ivory from Lexmoto. Really like this. So, test ride for a customer. Let's get out, let's have a look at the bike, and let's go and ride. Obviously, combined brake system all the way around it. R66 logo everywhere. And it's very feet forward. It's not sort of, I wouldn't call it a full-on cruiser, but it's a very low-slung bike, straight enough bars, little round mirrors, but a great view behind. Let's just set that one up. There we go. Get a great view of the road behind. Now the ignition switch is buried down the right hand side. You've got separate steering lock, which is here, just inside the headstock. And of course, you've got your display here. You've got full colour round screen there. Miles at the top, elapsed mileage, fuel tank, engine management light, and your telltales pop up here to the left and right in the main window. Your gear indicators down the bottom. It goes neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-speed box. Nice and easy to get to your fluids and check the bike out. Horn, indicator, hazards, high beam, low beam, pass light there. Look, and that flashes in the window. I like this. I really like these. And it sounds good as well. That's the one thing about it. A throaty little system on this, got a stainless can as well. So let's get out, let's have a ride with straight bars, which is slightly different because you're leant forward over the bike a little bit. Very sort of, I wouldn't say Harley-esque, but you are crouched over the front of the bike. So it's sort of a bobbery, cafe style, cruiser style, but it's very upright. I like it. Right, we're going to change the route up a little bit because I've done the dual carriageway. I want to go and do something different this morning. We're going to go and have a little ride around and go the other way. Hit through the box, 5th gear, nice big bright red light telling me I'm in 5th. And wind in the face as always, and we're into the sun as well. Hey! Oh, I've stepped off at 1, so we've just finished the RX1. Onto this, and then I'm going to try and get back to the workshop and warm up. Don't step out into the road, missus. I am coming down the road. Yes, don't want that. Don't want you stepping out in front of me. Right, we're going to go all the way around the roundabout. Do I stop at McDonald's? I wish I could. Down through the box. We're going to go down the dual carriageway, and we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to go and have a little bit of a run down Millionaires Row, as we call it. Just down from my village, we have Millionaires Row, where all the flash people are, and the little camping site, and other little bits and pieces. Keeping an eye on my mirrors. No one in my lane, believe it or not. Everyone wants to go that way or down the A5. And I haven't seen Mrs. B this morning either, so she's normally on her way to work. I've missed her. So she's off on her Christmas party today. Lovely. Right, let's go and have a ride and see how many idiots we can find in cars that are just going to get in the way. Cages, as we call them. And obviously, winter weather. Please be careful. The roads are icy. Avoid white lines. Avoid manholes. Avoid potholes. And just be a little bit slower when you're riding, because tyres in this weather, even if you've got the best tyres in the world, on a surface like this where the water is slightly icy, you're going to get black ice and it is going to be as skittish as hell. Right, so we're going to come down here. We're going straight over, and I've got to try and merge in turn because half of these on the left are going to be going in the petrol station. But this is nippy enough for me to get my foot down and get into traffic and get myself shifted over into this lane. Oh, let's get that visor down. That is windy. That wind is still out there. Oh, Tesla. Yuck. Hate them. A lot of people get confused by these lights because they see the red and they slow down. But no, there's two separate sets of traffic lights there. We're doing 40 mile an hour. Yes, we're off. All the new builds with all their new little solar panels on the houses, very eco-friendly, and they built that all on the farmland, which is also a floodplain, so good luck with your damp problems in the next couple of years, because the water does fill up that field. They we've put drainage in, it drains into the river. Yes, but what happens when the river floods and the water starts coming up the middle of your street, mate? Right, we are going to do a little bit of a left here, and we are going to go and visit a few villages. Now you can go this way. This is called Galley Lane. This takes us up to the back through the villages, up into Great Brick Hill, and also a Little Brick Hill, but this is known as Millionaire's Row. So just up here is a little place called Brierley Springs, the horse stud. Loads of posh people there. Just there, they've gone and stuck a load of industrial units. They put a load of sheds in because everybody down there owns massive great Mercedes and Mercs and Audis and Rolls and Bentleys and Porsches and all that, and they've got the local car auctions there now as well. So we're going to go this way, round the corner, very gently. Oh, look, icy road, black ice. Oh, steady RB. Yes, weather like this, gently through the corners. Take your time. Let the tyres do the work. And then we're going to come up here. Get some mileage on the bike. Ooh, that is blisteringly cold, and then we're going to climb a big hill. Now, more building work going on. He's having his posh farmhouse done, and normally we would turn right there and go down past the caravan park. We're not. We're going to have a little tour of Great Brick Hill and get a hill climbing. So two ways to get to Brick Hill: one up the main A5, up the big steep hill, or you can go this way, which climbs about 170 feet up through the villages. We're in 5th gear. Will I have to change down? Come on, little bike. And we're into the 30s, but I'm going to keep the power on. There we go. Two little posh houses there. That is the opening to the estate on Great Brick Hill. I think I may have to change down. Thought so. Up into lovely Great Brick Hill with all its posh farmhouses. And just over there is the massive Great Brick Hill church. Look at that. 15th century church. All of original stone, and of course that is the war memorial. That is the local village war memorial. We've got one in our village as well. And we're going to come down here, Millionaire's Row now. Here we go. Now we've got quite a few famous people. We've got a boxer that lives in this village, well known, and also 2 cricketers and a swimmer, all Olympians. Ooh, very posh. The local school's on the next road up, so they're all off walking to school, bless them, gently round the van. Back up into 5th gear, there we go. Just sit on the other side of the road slightly as we come past the old Red Lion. And if you do a left down there, that will take you to a place called Stockgrove. And Stockgrove, down there, used to live Sharon Davis, the Olympic swimmer. Derek Redmond, he used to live down there, and Barry McGuigan used to live down there as well. They've all moved. So, coming down here, a cattery. Ooh. So if you fancy your cat being put up on board, if you're going on holiday and you want someone to look after your cat, they've got a cattery now. Thank you for visiting Great Brick Hill. Yes, we're off, and we're down there heading to Stokehaven. Big posh Clover Hill house there. That is very posh. Another fancy person lives there. I'm not going to say who it is and give it away, but yes, another famous person lives there. Oh, squirrel! Move, little squirrel! Come on, off you go, climb the tree. You have to watch out when you're coming through the villages. Squirrels, rabbits, hares, deer, everything. And sheeps, mint sauce, scare them. Elders Nursery and also a gun range. Let's just move out a little bit. Everyone's out walking their dogs through the villages. Down here. And just down here is the Rushmere Country Park, but it's also just down here a green lane. Yes, I know, I've ridden it. There's a great little bit of green lane in through these villages. These roads are nice just for going out and riding the trails, but look at that view, look. And just over there is the green lane. Hey! Right through the back of the farmer's field. So there's some great little bits of green lane and byways down here, and of course across you can't go over that bit because that is the golf club. That is the golf club, and that area there is called Strawberry Fields. Yes, the guy that built it all was a Beatles fan, and he called the lane Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Fields forever. Yes, there we go. Poshly posh. Right, we're going to come down here past the golf course for, I think that's what they say when they do golf, isn't it? And smack the ball for. So basically, if you do a left there and then straight through the gate at the bottom, green lane, and that is the way we go. Right, let us climb the bridge. Up we go. Now just down here, little beep just to make sure there's no cars, is the free locks. We won't mention a certain car park that becomes frequented in the evenings. No, don't go there. Yes, that car park is very, very famous. If you happen to Google what is the free locks car park used for? Yes, especially after 10 o'clock at night. You come out the pub and there's cars in that car park opposite. But the free locks, there we go, because they've got free boat locks there. Excuse me. And all the boats more down there. Very interesting scenic tour you're getting today while I'm doing this test ride. We're 5 miles in. Time I get back to the garage, we'll have 8. So, up through this little posh village. Excuse me. God, that is nippy this morning. That is bitingly icy. My hands have now gone numb. Oh, for a pair of winter gloves, which Mrs. B's bought me. I bought you a present for Christmas. It's the only present you're getting. What have you got me? I've got you a pair of gloves. Oh, thanks. Well, they were £159. Yes. She's got me some lovely heated winter gloves. Thank you, Mrs. B. She said, I know you go out on your bike in the winter and I don't want you getting cold hands. Well, too late, I've got cold hands. Can I have my present early? Right, down into the 30s. This is Stoke Hammond. So make sure you're doing 30 because there's speed cameras everywhere. And the local officer de Leer normally sits down here on the left with his little speed awareness van. But look at these, all thatched houses down here, all very posh. Range Rovers in the drive. Everybody owns a Range Rover. But a great little pub down here as well if you happen to like frequenting little villages. Nice little pub there. Around the corner we go, nice and gentle, and the little old post office is still going, look, with its premier shop and the little post office for the villagers. Bless. Come around the corner and then you are faced with the speed cameras. There they are. All the new builds there, they've gone and built new houses there. Nice and gently make sure we're at the correct speed going through the camera. And then just down here on the right, another famous person known as Stevie B. No, not the musician that done Dirty Cash, but Stevie B lives down there, and he is the Santa Pod drag racer. He was the first one in Santa Pod history to put a 4.2 V8 Rover engine in a Mark 1 Ford Cortina and get under 11 seconds down the track. So yeah, he's very well known, and he still does his drag racing. So another little famous one for you, Southlands Auto Centre. Look at that, look, just full of cars in the middle of a village. Lovely. Right, let's avoid the mud and sit in position 1. Seven miles on the bike. We might get a few more on this actually while I'm having my little waffle. If you fancy, if you happen to be fishing, this little spot here on the right is a well-known fishing spot. All the local fishermen all come down here in their camper vans and they all sit there and do their fishing, but I think fishing season is now shut. I don't know what the times are for fishing season, but yeah, normally in the summer that is absolutely chocker with a fisherman. The Lindens Residential Care Home, that is where me and Phil will be going in 10 years time, in the care home with our Zimmer frames. And then just down here on the right is the wharf, or the marina, where you can get your canal boat and pump off your sewage tank, get some fresh diesel, get some fresh water. And we happen to get our gas from there as well for our colour heaters. So just here, just by the car wash, there it is, Willowbridge Marina. And the girls in there are lovely. Right, we're back into Bletchley. Yes, hooray. Let's get back to the garage, please. I need a hot cup of coffee. And you can wait there in your Transite. We're going to come off here. Oh, look, Lime Bike. Oh, another line. Look at them. It's like Lime Bike City as soon. And then another one over there. Oh. Welcome to Bletchley, the home of the code breakers. Dirty great big satellite tower there. Now that is the Lakes Estate. This was built in the 70s as a London overspill, so that everybody could have a quick pre-built house. These houses were only meant to last 20 years, and they're still there. 45, 50 years later, they are still there. And most of the people that had council houses ended up buying them. You could buy one of those in the 80s and the 90s with your council discount for 30 grand and have a house. And they're now selling for 120 grand a pop. Would you buy one of those for 120 grand? I certainly wouldn't. I'd be moving to Corfu or Spain or Portugal and getting out of the way of this place. But back into Bletchley we come. Lovely, lovely Bletchley. And as they say in The Lion King, what's that there, Dad? That's Bletchley. Never go there. I used to be a Bletchley boy, but I'm now a villager, and I have been a villager for 40 years. Yes, moved out very quick out of Bletchley. So just down here is the Vets, and of course Coronation Hall, where many a wedding have been done, and I've done a few discos in that one. And just round the corner is Mummy's house. Hello, Mummy, with her gold stars in the garage, bless her. Down through the box we go. We are going to do a right here and back down past the mosque, who've got more building work going on. That used to be a lot. Oh look, they've hacked the front of it down now. That used to be the Plough pub. I used to do many a disco in there on a Friday night with a bit of karaoke, but it's now become the local mosque. Well, at least it's been put to use and not knocked down. That's the main thing. Right, we are almost done on the test ride. Good little R66. I love this colour though. And it's a really comfortable bike to ride. Handles well. And we've got 9 miles on the bike, so it's fully test ridden now. Just the last little bit of mileage to do a couple of days before, like we always do, just make sure everything is all good. So it's 2 long test rides for me this morning, absolutely frozen to the core. Oh, to be Andy GSA tractor with your heated Klim gear on, and your Klim trousers, and your Klim helmet, and one day I will afford it when someone decides to give me money. Next thing for me to save up for, though, is my Arai X5 Tour that I have ordered. And obviously I've paid my deposit on that. £699 for a crash helmet from Triumph. Good God. I must be out of my tiny mind. But I did get a discount. They knocked £100 off it, and they knocked £100 off my Pack Talk for me as well. So, January, new crash helmet, new comms gear, and then I've just got to remount all my camera brackets, get a new chin mount and remount all my camera brackets. Happy days. But the Arai X5 Tour is very comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable than this. This one, you do get cold and there is a lot of wind noise. The X5 Tour is really good. And if I'm doing Spain next year, I need a decent touring helmet. Watch that car. Local shop with Bob. I shall be in later, Bob, to get my sandwich. Right, by the time I get back to the garage, Vicky should be in, and she'd have made me a cup of coffee. Hopefully I can go and have a cup of coffee and a quick smoke and crack on with the day. A greedy Italian. It's never open because they charge too much. They're too greedy. Right, who's gone and parked a car right where I want to turn in? Well done. I will give you a couple of minutes to move that because you've got a Lest We Forget sticker. Right, R66 is done. He's moved more bikes out of the showroom now. He's cracking on organising that showroom. There's all my AJS stuff in there as well. Into neutral. There we go. Shut that indicator off, RB. And we're going to put this one away with its gleaming white, and we're going to put that in pride of place right on the front of the yard, so it's the first bike seen when people come in. Side stand, main stand. Let's hook a hand under there, drop it onto there. Now this is slightly different because it's not a combined lock, so you have to go to the headstock, do that. There is Vicky, little tiny Vicky, bless her. And a dirty bike, so I've got to get that all cleaned now. Right, test ride is completed. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Till then, be well, ride safe, and from Rev, it's a big goodbye from me.